Welcome, welcome to our Colonies review for our quiz tomorrow on September 21st. And if I'm looking around, I cannot find the notes that I'm supposed to be giving you, so give me a quick second to get myself in order. Up. And what do you know, it's right in front of me, and I'm just losing my mind. Yay, losing your mind. Okay, we're going to start off by talking about geography. I left my green marker. Whenever I do geography, I like to write in green. So the geography, we're going to start off with New England. Now, New England are the northernmost colonies. And actually, the first thing you need to know about New England, I want you to think about why it was founded. Why were most of the New England colonies founded? You thinking about it? If you need to look at the front part of your notes, you can. But they were primarily founded for social reasons, otherwise known as for religious freedom. The primary reason that these colonies were founded are for religious freedom. Okay, now we'll move on to geography. Oh no, put my marker down upside down and then I couldn't see it. Okay, so geography. When we talk about the geography of New England, there is a phrase that you are going to hear over and over and over and over and over. When we're referring to the geography and what the land is like, they have thin, see if you can finish the sentence, thin, thin, rocky soil. They have thin, rocky soil, and because of this thin, rocky soil, they're not going to make a lot of money off the crops that they are going to give and produce. So they're going to use shipbuilding as part of their economic activity. They are going to use fishing and subsistence farming. Now, I want you to think for a minute about what subsistence farming is. I want you to be thinking about that. Thinking about it? Are you thinking about it? I'm going to draw a little picture here to help. Yay. La, 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 la. So there's a little home. It is when you grow crops just for the people that live in your household. You only grow crops for people that live in your house. You grow just enough for your family. Now, the importance of thin, and the reason is because they have this thin, rocky soil. It is not good land for crops. You can grow stuff, but you're not going to get a whole lot grown. So it's not good land for crops. Now, we're going to kind of go over a few of kind of the more important colonies. Not that any one colony is less important than another. However, there are some that are a little bit more significant. The first one we're going to talk about is Massachusetts. Massachusetts. It's a really long name. Okay, Massachusetts is settled by Puritans and Pilgrims. Now, the most significant group we're really going to talk about here is the Pilgrims, because the Pilgrims kind of have the most significant story when it comes to the founding of our nation. They're going to come over on a boat. I want you to think. I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to think of what that boat was called. They're going to come over on a specific boat. When I say 30 seconds, I really mean like in my mind 30 seconds, so it's probably like 15. The correct answer is they come over on the Mayflower. Okay, so they come over on the Mayflower. They come over on the Mayflower, settle at Plymouth, and on their way they sign the Mayflower Compact. The Mayflower Compact establishes two things. It establishes self-government and majority rule. Okay, so these things, and guys, if I went into this much detail about it, clearly it means something fairly significant to me. So be sure you are paying attention to this section right here. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is Connecticut. Or I'm going to spell it Connect, I, cut. Connecticut, that's how you spell Connecticut. Think connect, I, cut. And that's how I think about it, and it works. Okay, the important thing you need to know about Connecticut is something I want you to think about the significance. I want you to go through your head real quick. What is the most important thing that you need to know about Connecticut? It was the first to have something. It was the first to have something called, I'm going to abbreviate this, the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut. It was the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut, which was the first written constitution. And it was written by a guy named Thomas Hooker. Okay, lastly, about the New England colonies. We have Rhode Island. Now, Rhode Island is significant because Rhode Island was formed to escape the Puritans. The Puritans settled in Massachusetts to escape the Puritans. Escape. Hey, that kind of looks like that word, escape. To escape the Puritans, they go to Rhode Island in search of religious freedom. So they're seeking freedom from the Puritans. And then they're led by Roger Williams and a woman by the name of Anne Hutchinson. Okay, and in Rhode Island they established this very, very important phrase, and I'm going to put a big star next to it. The separation, I'm having doubts about how this is spelled. I'm having doubts about how I'm spelling everything. No! Of church and state. Hopefully you didn't make the same mistake I did about the word separation. Sometimes at the end of the day I lose my mind. Separation. The separation of church and state. This is what you need to know about New England.
The volleyball bus is leaving at 3:30. The volleyball bus is leaving at 3:30.
Sweet. Volleyball bus leaving at 3:30. So if you're at home and you should have been on that bus, an hour ago, you may want to get on that. All right, next. The middle colonies. Most important thing that you really need to know about these middle colonies is they are otherwise known as I'm going to draw a little picture here. The breadbasket colonies. And think about why they're called the breadbasket colonies. Because they grow wheat and barley. Okay, and lastly, we have the southern colonies. The southern colonies, the really important thing for you to know about the southern colonies is that they have very fertile land. And because they have very fertile land, they are likewise going to have large scale farming. Large scale farming, guys. This isn't just like, oh, we have a sweet little farmhouse and a sweet little farm. This is, hi, we make $1 bazillion selling tobacco and it's incredible. And because of this, because of this large scale farming, they need slaves to complete their harvests. All right. This is what you need to know for your test tomorrow. You need to know about the middle colonies. I guess you can't really see that, but you need to know about the middle colonies, and you need to know about the New England colonies and what's kind of significant about those. I'll post pictures of this on my website. Happy studying. Have a great day. And the people who are currently here in my room for the live broadcast, you may now say hello.
Hello.
Okay, they just mumbled, hi. Okay. Study, 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 and peace out.